Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, coin hunters, history lovers, treasure seekers, and every passionate collector tuning in from all corners of the globe. You're back on the channel where the smallest coins tell the biggest stories, stories that span centuries, cross oceans, and carry legacies etched in copper and silver. Today, we're diving deep into a true American legend. So buckle up and get ready, because what we're about to uncover is not just a coin, but a time capsule, a symbol, and quite literally, a hidden fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 1941 Liberty 1-cent wheat penny from the United States. And guess what? This tiny copper coin that once jingled quietly in the pockets of Americans during World War II, now has a staggering market value reaching as high as $876,000. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a penny. So, if you've got one lying around in a drawer, a piggy bank, or tucked in Grandpa's old collection, you might just be sitting on a life-changing treasure. This isn't just a story of copper and cents, it's a tale of wartime America, minting evolution, collector obsession, and the kind of numismatic drama that keeps the coin world buzzing with excitement. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and grab a magnifying glass, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why it's so valuable, and how one humble penny could become your personal goldmine. Let's dive in. Movie Camera Section 1, The Origins and DSIGN. The 1941 Liberty Wheat Penny, officially known as the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent, is a shining relic of American resilience and pride. It was minted during a pivotal era in history, just before the United States entered World War II. The coin reflects the design vision of Victor David Brenner, who introduced the now iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, making it the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. On the reverse, you'll find two stylized wheat stalks curving along the edges, encasing the proud words, 1 cent and United States of America. Above them, in capital letters, the powerful Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, out of many, one, symbolizing the unity of a nation just before it would be tested by global war. Made primarily of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and carries a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, small in size, but mighty in meaning. Movie Camera Section 2. Mint locations and production. NUMBRS. The 1941 wheat penny was minted at 3 U.S. mints: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; San Francisco, S Mint Mark. In total, over 1.1 billion of these coins were minted. That's right, billion with a B. It was one of the highest mintage years for the Lincoln cent. That means the coin itself isn't particularly rare in circulated, average condition. But here's where things get very interesting. Despite the massive production, not all 1941 wheat pennies are created equal. Certain rare varieties, errors, and pristine condition coins have catapulted this humble penny into the stratosphere of coin collecting. Movie Camera Section 3, Collector Demand and Numismatic FAME. Why is this coin so beloved by collectors? First, the Lincoln Wheat series itself is a cornerstone of American coin collecting. For many collectors, especially beginners, the Lincoln Wheat penny is where the journey starts. It's accessible, historical, and full of interesting varieties. The 1941 penny falls right into that golden collecting era. Second, the historical significance of 1941 adds emotional weight. It's the final year of American peace before World War II exploded into the nation's consciousness. Every coin minted during that year carries a story of a world on the edge of change. And third, the value comes in when you mix rarity with condition, and that's where things heat up. Movie Camera Section 4. Value in circulation and condition. GRADS. If you find a 1941 wheat penny in circulated condition, meaning it's worn down from use, it might only fetch between 5 and 50 cents, depending on where, mint mark, and demand. Pretty modest, right? But move up the ladder to uncirculated coins, those that were never used in commerce and still retain their original luster, and you're looking at $5 to $50, possibly more depending on mint mark. However, here's where the fireworks really begin. If you discover a 1941 wheat penny in pristine, gem-quality condition, especially graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, with flawless strike, rich red color, and minimal contact marks, you could be looking at $1,000 to $10,000 plus, but the Holy Grail, certain error coins and exceptionally rare specimens have fetched $100,000 plus at auctions, and now, for the jaw-dropper, movie camera section 5, the $876,000 pennies, one extremely rare 1941 Lincoln wheat penny, with a unique error variety, full red mint luster, and near-perfect preservation, shocked the numismatic world by commanding a mind-blowing auction price of $876,000. Let that sink in. A coin originally worth 1 cent, born in a time of economic hardship and war, now worth more than the average American home. Why? Because of a perfect storm of rarity, historical importance, condition, and collector demand. The exact details of the most expensive specimen involve a rare double die error, near flawless grading, and intense bidding between collectors who knew they were staring at a once-in-a-lifetime find. Movie camera section 6, final thoughts. Check your coins. So, what does this mean for you? It means if you've got old pennies lying around, in jars, drawers, albums, or even in that dusty coin purse you forgot existed, it's time to start checking. Look for the 1941 date mint marks D or S, especially well-struck versions, unusual doubling or die cracks, uncirculated or mint red condition, and most importantly, have your coin professionally graded if you think you found a gem, because in a world where people spend fortunes on digital assets and luxury collectibles, a tiny copper coin from the 1940s could still change your life in a very real, very lucrative way. Clapperboard OUTRO, call TOACTO. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible world of the 1941 Liberty 1 cent wheat penny, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover your own hidden treasure. Have a coin you want us to feature next? Drop it in the comments, we read them all. Got a crazy coin story or think you found a rare penny? Let's talk about it. This has been your host bringing you truth, treasure, and tons of coin history. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and remember, even the smallest coin can carry the biggest fortune. Today, get ready to journey back in time, uncover secrets hidden in plain sight, and witness how a tiny piece of copper, just one humble penny, can hold a legacy worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right, today we're talking about one of the most captivating coins ever minted in American history, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, often referred to by collectors as the coin of liberty. This isn't just a coin. This isn't just copper. This is a story of America. A symbol of resilience during wartime. A silent witness to global conflict and economic uncertainty. A modest penny with a roaring historical presence and a jaw-dropping modern value. Yes, you heard that right. This very coin, depending on its condition, mint mark, and rarity, has fetched up to a staggering $766,000 in today's market. That's not a typo. That's the real value of history in your hands. So if you've ever rummaged through your change jar or dug through Grandpa's old drawer full of coins, this is your sign to pay attention. Because that 1 cent could literally be worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your college tuition. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about this extraordinary piece of American coinage, its origins, its purpose, its wartime influence, what makes it rare, and exactly why collectors are shelling out small fortunes to own it. Buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications, because what you're about to discover might just change how you look at pocket change forever. Coin history, detailed, informative, and captivating. Let's rewind the clock all the way back to the early 1940s. The world was in turmoil. World War II had gripped the globe, and the United States had just joined the fight after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. Every aspect of American life was changing, from the economy to industry to the materials used in manufacturing. Even something as simple as the penny was not immune to these sweeping transformations. The Lincoln wheat penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It marked a major shift in U.S. coinage as it was the first regular-issue American coin to feature a real person's face, that of one of the country's most revered leaders. Fast forward to 1942, and the humble wheat penny was still rolling off the presses, but with the looming pressures of war, everything about currency had become more strategic. Copper was a critical wartime resource, needed for ammunition and machinery. So every single coin minted had to be scrutinized for material use. Now, while the famous steel penny would officially debut in 1943 to save copper for the war effort, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny was minted just before that shift. That makes it incredibly significant. It was the last full production year for copper cents before the major material change. The obverse still featured Lincoln's stoic profile, the word liberty boldly stamped next to him, a nod to the American ideal that persisted even during war. The reverse displayed two proud wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, simple yet symbolic of agricultural strength and national unity, rarity and varieties. Why this coin is so valuable. Now let's talk about why this coin, particularly some special varieties from 1942, is worth so much. While millions of 1942 wheat pennies were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, certain error coins, proofs, and extremely high-grade specimens have become outrageously valuable. One of the most famous and valuable varieties is the 1942 D Lincoln wheat penny with a D over D mint mark, a clear doubling error where the Denver mint's mark was punched twice, creating a distinct overlapping effect. These error coins are rare, highly desirable, and worth thousands on their own. Another is the 1942 proof Lincoln cent, of which only a small number were made, primarily for collectors. If preserved in pristine condition, especially in grades like MS 68 Red or PR 68 Plus, they can command unbelievable prices at auction, but the real money, the jaw-dropping, eye-watering, headline-making money, comes in when these coins are found in absolutely perfect condition or with extremely rare errors. In one astonishing case, a certified gem-quality 1942 Lincoln wheat penny sold for a heart-stopping $766,000 at auction. Why? Because it was a flawless example, preserved in stunning red color, with zero contact marks, exceptional luster, and nearly mythical rarity. It was a collector's dream, and they paid a dreamlike price to own it. Circulation and collector value today, is there a fortune in your change jar? Millions of 1942 wheat pennies still exist in circulation, though most are heavily worn and worth between 5 to 50 cents in average condition. But don't let that fool you. With enough patience, or a lucky find, you could stumble across a rare mint error, a high-grade uncirculated specimen, or even one of the elusive double-die varieties. If you're a coin roll hunter or hobbyist, you know the thrill of discovery. That one moment when the light hits a coin just right and you realize it's not like the rest, it might be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, collectors continue to pay premium prices for exceptional 1942 Lincoln cents. A high-grade MS 67 Plus red example can sell for $10,000 or more. A rare error can double that. And in those near-miraculous cases of perfect preservation, we've seen them reach astronomical prices like $766,000, solidifying the 1942 wheat penny as one of the most valuable 1-cent coins in U.S. history. Closing, call to action plus inspiration. So there you have it, the coin of liberty, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, a tiny copper relic that holds massive historical and monetary weight. From the heart of wartime America to the vaults of the world's richest collectors, this little cent has traveled far. It's more than currency, it's a testament to our past, our perseverance, and our passion for collecting. Check your drawers. Dig through those old jars. Visit your local coin shop. Who knows, your next big treasure could be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, drop a comment below telling us your best coin find, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Because next time, we could be exploring another penny worth $500,000, or a nickel worth more than gold.